Alright, well, you've seen the film before, just tell us about...
He's only seen 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's in 20 minutes.
Yeah, because I was
now we all
watching
get
it.
to react to it.
I was watching it and I thought,
Oh, you
this
did-
is bad, so I wanted to watch it with yous. So, 20 minutes in, I want to know what's happening.
So it's bad 20 minutes in, it's that fucking
It
bad.
could be a solid hour after that. Oh, great shit.
We're too early in the movie for a real. Unless it is a monster, it jumps out, we don't see it, and then it says Book of Monsters. If not that, then it will just be a bullshit jump scare. It'd be like one of them fucking monkeys that go like, you know, the
Or a cat.
clapping one. Yeah, or like a fucking, just anything.
Maybe it's that thing from Monsters Inc.
Mike Wazowski.
Now that purple game.
Oh, yeah. The guy who sneaks all across the floor. Is this the opening of Monsters
Well,
Inc?
the
Is she gonna burst up and just be like,
Well,
just
James
the top half?
Oh shit.
No, you're gonna.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Is it alien? It's
Yeah,
a
it looks
predator.
like a xenomorph, is what I thought, yeah.
Isn't a predator
Oh,
an alien
yeah.
fucking had a baby? Oh no! No!
It did happen, that's the girl as an adult now.
Yeah, it's that.
It did happen.
Yeah.
Oh, thank fuck! I thought it was just a dream.
No.
Oh, thank God for that.
What are they
I like the hat. I like the hat.
Probably water. I've got that identical hat in my room. Party hat. Is that from Poundland? So you tell us.
Of course it is, we're on
tell
a
us
tight budget.
Tell us a big budget film.
Jesus, they don't waste time getting into, do they?
I know, yeah.
1 second in the door, they're all
Yeah,
in.
they're
I know,
necking
right?
up in the background.
Just yeet. What the fuck did he just do?
They just threw a little bit of drink on her, and that one's going to. It's the funniest thing ever.
Oh, how could you
Is
do
this the
that?
same? So
Yeah, they haven't moved out from
So
the
they
house
haven't
where her
moved from
mum
the house
was
where the mum
savagely.
got- yeah.
I'm guessing she still sleeps in the same bedroom.
she sleeps in the same bedroom where her mum literally got
Savagely
eaten
murdered by someone out of fucking Stranger Things.
And she
yeah.
kept the book and
Yeah,
reads
she
it
kept
occasionally.
kept the demon book that summoned her.
Sophie, the police are here. What?
That was the worst acting
No, that was hilarious. I want more of that. I want more of that. Oh no! She is. So yeah, she's bullying her for being a lesbian, and he gets a male stripper in. So she's literally
Yeah,
the most
something
uncomfortable
yeah.
thing.
Oh, that's very homophobic.
This is
I'm
problematic.
not gay, but I probably enjoy it because it's just like a bit of fun, isn't it? I think it'd be fun
If
if.
someone got a dick in my face, I,
I
would.
mean, it would be
enjoy
funny if nothing.
It would be funny, yeah. It's poison ivy. But he's still feeling her up. Hey, respect to my man. Hey, respect to my man.
Am I late for a party?
This 40-year-old homeless.
Oh, fucking hell!
no.
It's not ripped in half.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was sick!
That was hilarious.
No one cares.
Why is everyone
No
just
one's
standing
living.
there? Like, just okay,
watching it.
So now, I like the gore. I do like the gore.
Yeah, I like
I don't
it.
like everyone standing still and just waiting to die. No. Oh
Oh shit!
You've got to be fucking
He's getting a blowjob off the nose. But he's just slapping his cock with a gnome he's holding in place over it.
Open the microwave!
Oh, this is like Gremlins. You know when he chucks it? That was the shittest CGI shot ever.
Oh my lord.
This is like Gremlins though, where they just like chuck him in a blender, chuck him in a
Gremlins is
microwave.
good. So his head.
Oh yeah, Black Guy's head.
No, I don't find this funny at all because they're trying to make it so funny. So over the
Yeah.
top funny. It's
Because
bad.
you would pick up someone's decapitated head and throw it.
Of course, the wacky stripper character is the one that kills a gnome with a dildo and fucking yeets some black kid's head over his fucking shoulder. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
That's what the director said. Why not?
Shit!
not the colour of blood, and it's not fluorescent.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
they do-
neon, but that is sick.
Oh, I like that as well. I
Oh,
like
that's
that.
good,
I like that.
Yeah.
But the first thing the police officer just goes, oh, like, we need backup at this fucking address. That's the first thing they do.
Yeah.
That also means he took his shoe and sock.
Oh, look, he's
Yeah.
gonna fix his engine.
Yeah. I was thinking like he didn't have any like trouser legs, but he took his shoe and sock off just to chuck it on the car.
There's only one time I've ever wanted a film to have a dream ending.
That was
Hit and run.
No, yesterday I wanted it to because
Oh yeah.
it made perfect sense. I was watching it with Burke. You know, like yesterday the whole plot is like he gets hit by a bus,
Oh, yeah,
wakes
yeah,
up from
yeah,
a
yeah,
coma, and finds out the Beatles don't exist. It made like, and he's like a musician. He's trying to make it his way in the world. Like it made complete sense if like his friends and family were like playing the Beatles, trying to wake him up from the coma, and like, that's why he had that dream. And-
Yeah.
But that wasn't it at all. There's no explanation. He just does live in a world, and there's two other people that remember the Beatles. No explanation. They just can. Yeah.
wasted potential.
Yeah. It's sort of that. I kind of wish that had it was all a dream ending. Same when he gets Lily James at the end, as if he could fucking pull Lily James. It's just unbelievable. I don't get it.
If you write all the Beatles,
Like I can buy him waking up from a coma in a world where the Beatles don't exist. Pulling Lily James.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck off.
that's a step too far.
He's taking the piss now.
These
Danny Boy.
characters
And
have
Richard
been
Curtis.
behind this fucking couch for 3/4 of the film.
I know. They got up for a bit, stabbed a monster and went back there
Yeah.
rather than running out of the house.
So, who in their right mind sees a load of monsters and has to be told, don't fight, run? My man, if a monster came through that door now, I'm out that door and I'm on the street, like in a second, mate. I'm in a bit.
Yeah, fighting would never cross my mind.
Yeah. Unless it was those shitty little gnomes or a woman, I wouldn't fight it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have the gnomes. Then again, our microwave's quite shit, and it? So it probably wouldn't burn it.
Yeah.
I'd have to put it in for 10 minutes.
That was good. Put it on the hob.
Does the hob work?
Yeah, but it doesn't get
The
caught.
hob's thick, it's gas one.
It's
Pretty quick.
Oh, these
Oh,
were the
the
two
hob
characters.
Grab a saucepan, whack the gnome in there, put it, the lid on top, gas mark 6.
Preheat the oven.
Oh, what if it possesses the fake one? Oh, I think
Yeah.
And then 2 would become 1.
Yeah,
And then she'd have a weekend.
that's true, yeah. That's a good idea.
There you go. I bet
Wow.
that is not going to happen though.
So what's stopping it?
Just fucking burn the painting.
Just burn the house and run.
Yeah.
Just light the house up. Who cares?
Why has the stripper still got the Poundland party out on?
How is he not bled out? Do you not remember when the gnome bit him on the neck here? He started. Blood came out his nose and mouth. You don't just walk that up and
Yeah.
go, "Oh, I'm fine now,
Yes,
guys."
that's so much blood in them.
Look, he doesn't even have a mark on his neck. I swear to God.
doesn't there?
Embarrassing. Okay, so this Helga bitch has been hiding in this shaded area for the last how many amount of minutes? And do you know what she's just said? I have a car parked around the corner.
You would wait for someone else to join you.
And has Helga just been tough?
She just died.
She had a car parked around the corner. She could have drove off fucking 50 minutes ago.
That thing could kick the door
There's
down.
like fucking 400 fucking monsters in that book. And they're being...
They've only done 4.
Yeah, there's like 4. Is it going to end with like
Has
the
she-
Avengers of Monsters?
Yeah.
It's all coming out of this fucking book.
Vault. What does that mean?
Why was that? I think that was really, really stupid. Like, it was so stupid I couldn't contemplate what was happening.
out there is a field.
It's like a map of the fucking housing and that. Like a what does that
It's
say?
like the shittest map ever.
Yeah.
Like, that's no use to anyone.
Yeah, and what does he say? Did he say vault? I can't read what it says.
I can't remember what it says. Because, yeah, normally... Oh, house.
Killbox, sealed in renovation.
2006.
Renovated when I was really
If that says 2006, that means someone wrote that in at least 2006.
Yeah.
Which means the book is only what?
Well, no, only-
14 years old.
Yeah.
That's
No,
not fucking
No,
old.
but I think it's only that's been written since then.
No,
that was folded up.
It
that
was
page-
still aged with coffee
Yeah,
stains.
it was.
So
I guess just the props department weren't told that. Hang on, this page.
yeah.
This is supposed to be from 2006.
This is the Killbox. It's sealed up in 2006.
Yeah. Could be the bar.
Do you know what they're probably thinking about now? Do you remember that half an hour they spent in literally with the dead monster in the room, just chilling in the living room? Maybe like, do you know what, maybe we should just went out the front door and legged it. Maybe we should have just done that.
Jonas is over the moon. He's always wanted a girl. that this changes everything. I can't go chasing monsters into the dark anymore. Not until Sophie's old enough to know the truth.
Do you remember she pulled out a knife and went for the fucking monster knowing it was there?
Yeah.
So we should have been, oh shit, she's got a monster on there. But this is fucking retarded. No, it's not a twist, it's retarded.
To run, there has to be a way.
Beth.
We need to get you out of here. If they can't find you,
They have Jess.
She's the one outside in the maze.
Oh my god, I thought they said they, no, is she Jess? I thought they said they have found us Jess.
Oh.
Not they have Jess.
To be honest, I don't know their names.
She's just going to go chainsaw him up. Because I'm pretty sure they've got specific weaknesses and I haven't seen chainsaw listed once.
One, they haven't left the same house she's been in the whole life, so of course they found the house that literally her mum got killed 10 years ago. And two, why not just, if their plan is now to fight, why wouldn't you just run off and get like a fucking Glock and then when they come you just go bat like.
Mate, it's saying England, you can't just go to fucking...
Just go to America, get a Glock, or just...
oh yeah, get your passport renewed, go to Stansted, fly to America, buy a Glock, come home, bring it in your hand luggage.
But no, I'm saying, she said running isn't an option, but only fighting is. Why don't you just run until you can get a flamethrower or something, and then fight?
Who's got a flamethrower?
I'm just saying, just run until you get a better weapon.
They didn't even bring the
They got a
chainsaw.
chainsaw.
I don't think
No, they
brought
did.
it.
The bitch has got it in her hands. She's got it in her hands.
Did they?
Is the girl in this rain?
I don't know.
Oh,
No,
she's
she's
still...
about.
I'm gonna go in the open right now. I don't appreciate rape in my film, so it's
I
going
don't think there's been any rape, mate. I think you're the only one who brought this up, and I don't think there's been any rape.
So she's took this one girl,
Yeah, but I don't think...
dressed all up nice, followed the webbing everywhere, and just took her out for dinner. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
come on, Gary. Come on, Gary.
Where's that bitch just chilling? Did you get knocked over or something?
So there's only one monster left now.
Apart from the 390 odd pages left of that
where
book.
are they?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Nice try, bitch.
Yeah,
But you can't establish though that like weakness is none, and then she's killed by a fucking chainsaw.
it was shown earlier on in the film when it becomes the person who like actually becomes him, and then like when you start hitting him, all the skin starts coming up.
Yeah.
It just went from nice try, bitch, to it was the alien thing. What was it? The mom she was chainsawing.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Oh. Nice romance. Too bad she just got raped though. Is this Jess? Is this they have Jess?
I thought.
No, but no, it was after it.
That's Beth.
What are these girls' names? Did only girls live?
Well, they've all got such basic
Did a
big
single
white girl
guy
names
live?
and no one's memorable. They're called Sophie, Jess, and Beth and shit. It's like, I don't fucking know who's who. Whack something like, whack a fucking, like, Marjorie or Chanel.
This is the one guy. This is like the one guy they all wanted to bang.
And now he's lived.
But he got bit by that weird one. Is it gonna like infest him or something? They've gone through horrific shit and they're still just chilling in the same house.
Yeah.
I don't seem that.
You have this nice chat being like, oh, we defeated them, like, somewhere else at all. Fucking anywhere. I guess because he's dying, they don't want to pick him up. Hang on, if he's dying, pick him up and put him in an ambulance.
And the dad didn't know.
Well, that's-
How? How
Right.
did the dad not know?
Did that German girl die then? I completely
Yes,
missed
she
that.
did. And her car around the corner didn't even matter.
I didn't even see that. That car never
Oh, yeah.
came up again.
We never see the car.
Oh Jesus.
These are good credits.
Yeah, they are cool.
It's just I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this film.
Well, let's see who died
I don't know what to say.
Based on,
Talk about what you liked. Talk about what you liked. Talk about
Okay.
what you didn't like.
Okay.
We gotta go through that.
Strengths.
I've got some strengths. Do you want me to? I'll go.
Let's
So
all
strength.
go, yeah.
So I did like a lot of the practical stuff.
Practical effects were really
were
good.
pretty good.
Really
There
good.
was some.
yeah.
There were some alright shots. The fact they weren't taking itself seriously.
But it was in other places. It was
That's
just
what I'm
like
saying.
there were certain
then-
times where I
it
think they
was
just knew the script was shit.
I have
and so-
I have a weird sense of humour where sometimes I like them to take it really, really seriously when it's absolute dog because I just
Yeah, exactly,
I
yeah,
just
so
laughing
do I.
at them, like they're actually trying. I don't think
No.
I believe for a second, none of us believe for a second that any of these girls gave a fuck there was monsters in the house at all.
No. The director never once told them, you're being chased by a monster, be scared.
Because if you took it seriously, as a director, you'd be like, no, you need to seem
Well, at
scared.
least tell them to be scared. I guess,
Yeah.
I guess it might be the
actor
actor's
didn't
fault
even-
too. Because I don't think the actors
No,
are very
because
good.
it happens for...
But I'm
Right.
telling you,
But at the same time,
In the-
why did they cast those actors? Because they were nowhere near the right age anyway.
Yeah.
So they should have
But
really
that's
been
what's-
cast in the first place.
and like the girl in the vent when she's getting pulled by this monster, she's like this.
Yeah.
She's actually got like a normal smile on her face and getting
Yeah.
pulled off.
And it had the same bully cliche that I always had.
Oh, the bully was
bullies are just
terrible.
This is meant to be strength.
Like,
Oh,
but
yeah.
there aren't very many. Right, let's go back to strength.
Some of the costume, I liked what costume did I like? The Plague Doctor costume.
Yeah, he was good.
That was fine.
I thought he was the only scary
The
one.
police officers look like police
It's
officers.
weird because the whole film was like really low budget, but then it's like they put all of the budget, like 90%, into the practical effects and the like all the mod stuff. But that was really good. But it
The
was just
police
like,
part was cool.
yeah. Well,
They
it was a
coffee.
bit dumb.
Yeah, but like they got a proper police car and they got people in police officer uniforms and they did coffee stain that paper pretty good.
Apart from the one that's actually from 2006, which doesn't make
Yeah,
any
that
sense.
was a loophole. Then we.
It doesn't make sense though. The map that she has of the house is really old, even if
Yeah,
she.
but like, yeah, that's the thing. Like the map of the unless it was just a blank piece of paper that was also in the book.
yeah, and
So she ripped that out. and wrote,
Okay, I'm just thinking of any other positives.
We didn't put together that she was a monster hunter. To be fair.
If I was actually paying attention
Yeah.
to the starting scene, I would have realised she pulled out a knife and expected.
But like,
it's because
it was a shit
no,
knife though.
no,
for Monster
no,
Hunter.
the
She had like a
reason-
massive fucking one.
The reason why it didn't work is because she woke up like it was a dream. So I completely forgot what was happening because I thought for a sec when it first happened, I thought it was a dream.
Oh, you hear you
Yeah.
hiccup.
and then when you find out, oh no, she actually disappeared. I already like everything was
could've
jumbled in
done
my
that.
head. There was funny moments, but
I
then
don't know. There weren't very many.
I know, but like you said,
I like- I
no,
like the
there's
nose.
too many where they're trying to make it funny. Like, the stripper character, the bully
dildo,
character,
well, I didn't really find that very funny. But
fucking gnomes, like all this
See,
shit.
I love the nose.
I
I
don't-
like the nose because it was shit. I was just clearly someone off camera like wobbling it about.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that was funny.
Okay, that is funny. But like, the stripper first got introduced, and then it's like it's kind of horrific, making like a gay person literally get a lap dance. Then no one was like doing anything about it, and then
Yeah, like-
it goes from this to he's just memeing for the rest of the film.
Yeah.
Everything he says is a joke.
Yeah, he was the comic
The
relief.
black kid's head, he yeets it over his goddamn shoulder at one point. It seemed like everyone was comic relief.
Yeah.
Even the main goddamn woman.
I think there are
Yeah.
too many characters.
Way too many. Oh my!
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Or kill off
Who's
more.
Jess? Who's Beth? There was a Sarah. I think it was Sophie. Like I don't know any of their
Yeah.
names. They're all gone. I feel like it should be a packed party. The first thing comes in and just takes the
they should
room
just
out.
massacre out,
Just
like, most people.
massacres the room.
Yeah.
Like absolutely.
yeah.
Not
You don't need
he,
to see
he
every
rips
single
one
guest.
person. Everyone's standing still. Oh my god! That person's getting ripped in half.
Well, let's go on to weaknesses then, because we could do strengths. Like we
I
always
think
end up-
we've done the weaknesses.
No, there's more. There's
Oh,
more. I
forget
have some
about
more.
it.
in.
Okay.
Well, they never set anything up, but then they paid it off. Like they'd have like the knife by the cake. I'm pretty sure they didn't really set it
No,
up.
no, literally.
But like,
when she was going to grab the knife was the first time
But
we
there's
saw
a
the
bunch
cake
of
and
things
the
like
knife.
that. Like they do something and they didn't really set how it happened. But then they did the exact opposite with the car, which they could escape in.
Yeah, the car.
I mean, I guess it made sense as
Yeah.
like a red herring, like it did, like set it up and then nothing happened. Was kind of maybe a twist,
But-
subvert expectations or something. But it was like that character didn't need to be in it at all.
The character didn't have to be in it. She
And,
didn't
like,
have to
you've
be
got
foreign. And then literally she's like, I've been waiting for 50 minutes. My car's round the corner. She said round the corner. So
Yeah.
why would you wait somewhere scared for 50 minutes when your car's 5 minutes, like a minute away? Just get in your car and drive off.
Yeah.
And then, so she first, remember, we're introduced to her. They're having all this, oh, they can't understand each other memes. She doesn't want to follow her. She gets insta-killed the second she follows the girl. Do you remember? She starts following her after she doesn't want
Yeah,
to follow
she
her.
starts
And
after
then
5
insta gets
Yeah.
took. And then they re-find this Greta girl. So we're like, oh, they re-find the girl. They're going to get her keys. They might go for the car. But no, they got reintroduced to her for no reason. Because they didn't use the car.
Yeah.
So we got introduced to her and then reintroduced to her
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
The tone is
that
completely
was it,
fucked.
yeah.
Yeah, because everything's jokey, everything's just hammy, and then like there's no good emotion, not a single bit. The bully wants to live so much. She locks the door on the black kid, cuts off his finger with so much force. It cuts off the dude's fingers, and then she goes from that situation to calling to the police to not caring.
Yeah. Also,
Is she desperate to live or doesn't give one? It's one or the other.
oh yeah, they're chilling behind the couch when they could have just legged it.
Yeah. They spent 3/4 of the film behind the goddamn couch.
Weakness. That fucking door. That fucking door, mate.
Oh,
with
yeah,
obsidian
don't worry
or
about
whatever.
that, yeah, we'll-
That fucking bedrock door that you couldn't get through.
The second he was trying to get through the
Lovely.
door, the obsidian door, they should have just legged it because he was literally slamming the door. He wouldn't have heard shit. He wouldn't have heard shit.
Well, that's some strengths and weaknesses. What are we rating it?
I'd give it. I'd give it. Oh, I was gonna say
You get
4.
4!
Oh, you-
Four!
You're in.
Jesus Christ!
4 is literally a good film, but it's got like flaws and that. Like,
Yeah.
if this goes above a 2.5, you're insane. Like actually insane. Because I know I'm giving it. I'm giving it a 0.5 right now.
Out of
Kinda
5,
arbitrary.
I give it a 2 out of 5.
There was.
That's like, you've halved what you just said.
Yeah, but that's because
there
I was
was-
judging it on enjoying
No, you
it.
just changed it because Jack said
Okay, no. I'm gonna change mine now.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, a final answer then final answer.
I'm gonna give it a 1 for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 1 for now because no, a 1.5.
Yeah, that
I did
I'll
like
give
the
it a
practical.
Really?
I liked the practical
Because
effects.
I did enjoy it. I mean, it was shit.
There was cons.
I might give it 2. I'll give him 2. Because
I-
I did have a good time.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, a movie's meant to be
Yeah,
made to
yeah,
give you
yes.
entertainment, and we were entertained by it.
Yes.
So in that regard, it probably should be higher. But it wasn't well written. It wasn't well directed.
only-
It wasn't
yeah.
well acted. I mean, other departments did a good job. It wasn't a good film, but it was an enjoyable film.
But it
so
has
it's
pros,
fine.
so that's why it's getting that high rating at least.
I'll give it.
I'm gonna give it a 1.5. You give it a 2.
I'll give him 2.
I'll have to give it a 2.5.
2.5. That's an average of 2.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Because there was pros. Watch Book of Monsters. It's a good film.
I
Oh,
mean,
I don't know if we should be recommending it.
No.
Probably not.
Straight up. No.
Probably not. Watch if you want. If you want to, because we did have good fun.
Yeah, watch it with
But-
friends in Galahad.
Don't.
Get drunk and watch it. You probably enjoy it more.
Yeah.
We all just sound so down.
In a bit, Keith.
Right, in a bizzle.
So.